Hi, welcome to Coastal Wealth Management. Today we're going to talk about 11 opportunities that moms can do. So it's not necessarily that you can do from home, but they're jobs that either you can do from home or they're flexible, so you can figure out when is the right time for you to be able to work. So let's get started. Here are the popular choices. Online tutoring or teaching. Now that has come up a lot in different videos I've done on job opportunities. And what I would say is there are subjects you are knowledgeable, and one might just be reading. If you can read, then you can tutor someone how to read. Now tutoring, you can do online tutoring or you can do in-person tutoring. Take advantage of Zoom and Google Meets. Find out your local school, maybe your friends' kids, maybe you know some teachers. Reach out to the school. Hey, I'm great at tutoring this. I'd like to get some students. Can you help me out? Help me figure out how to do this. Number 2 is e-commerce, whether you're doing Etsy or Amazon. I will tell you, I've done this. I've done Etsy. I had an Etsy shop. It was a lot of work to make substantial money. But if you don't want to make substantial money, or you don't have a need to make substantial money and just want to make a couple extra $100 a week, it's definitely something that's easy to do. And you have the ability to scale it. If you want to do more, build it as much as you want. How much effort you want to put into it is probably the amount of money you're going to get out of it. Number 3 is a virtual assistant. That pops up everywhere. And it's so important these days for entrepreneurs to have assistants, because especially with social media and everything that goes around. So depending on how much somebody wants to grow their business, a virtual assistant would be amazing. And that, I think, you would be very, very helpful. And a lot of them have the flexibility. Work when you want to work. I just need to get this stuff done by the end of the week. Do when it's convenient for you. Number 4 is graphic design or web developer. If you have experience in graphic design or web development, you can start a business by creating websites, logos, and other design elements. I definitely have used someone to design logos and other elements for my wealth management business. So that's something that you should look into doing. Number 5 is writing or editing. So there's a lot of blogs out there. There are a lot of websites out there, publications. I definitely have a blog that having someone help me do the writing would be amazing. It would be super helpful. And again, that's something that they can do when they want. They want to do it in the middle of the night, fine. First thing in the morning, middle of the day when the kids are at preschool or school, good for me. So look into that. Number 6 is consulting. So if you have a previous career or a specific knowledge, and again, you don't need a college degree. Someone who's knowledgeable on social media doesn't necessarily have gone to college. You don't need a college degree to do social media marketing. So sorry about my flub. But that's something that I would probably utilize. And I'd be more likely to hire someone who's 20 who knows how to do all that stuff than maybe someone who went to college for social media and hasn't had any experience. Number 7 is home cleaning and organization. So a lot of moms are experts in cleaning because we have no choice. You have no choice but to do home cleaning and laundry and organizing. I guess people do have a choice. I didn't see. I was watching a tennis show, on Netflix. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, they were showing hotel rooms, and this oh my God, slob. And it was really funny because I was like, my husband's like, well, they're only there 2 weeks. I'm like, still, how do you find anything where it was crazy. But anyway, they would probably be needing someone to organize all their stuff. But that's something as moms that we do on a regular basis. So you do have expertise, and that would be something that you could do during the school hours. I mean, that's when I would want someone to come. I don't like when someone's cleaning here and the kids are running around. It just seems a bit chaotic. Or then I'm trying to make the kids stay in one place so they can clean another room. So that is something that moms easily can do. Pet care. If you want to walk dogs during some moms are working out of the house, so you want to go and you can become a pet walker. We do have teachers that come and stay with our dogs when we travel. So that is something that as a mom you can do. If there was a mom that reached out to me and said, hey, I do have 2 kids, but my husband's traveling. I saw your ad. Could we come stay? I would have no problem with them staying at my house. Now, I probably want to get to know them pretty well first because my kids broke a lot of stuff when they were little. So, but again, that is something that you could reach out and look into doing. Personal shopping and styling. I use Instacart, not often. Well, it depends. When my bank's out, I use it all the time. But if I'm healthy, I do like to go to the grocery store. Going to the grocery store is something that usually sets my back off, which is a shame. I do enjoy grocery shopping, but you have to lift the stuff, put it in the car, then you got to lift it and put it on the conveyor belt, and then you got to get it into the shopping cart and get it to your car and take it out of the shopping cart. But wow, it's making me tired. But yeah, so now I'm like, of course that's why my back hurts. There's just so much lifting and moving and twisting and whatever that I do use Instacart, and I do appreciate the people that shop for me. So that is something that you can look into doing. Number 10 is childcare service. I actually did this when the kids were little. I don't want to say I did this. I ran into a woman who was going through a divorce, and she had to get a job, and she had like a newborn, and she was like so nervous, and our kids played hockey together. So I just was like, I love kids. Like, don't pay me, just bring the kid over. Let me play with your kid. So that was actually a lot of fun for me. It might be for you too. Maybe you would ask for some money. It didn't cost me anything to have this child at my house. And I had all the baby stuff anyway. My kids, I think, were like 3. The triplets were 3 and Gavin was 4. Maybe they were 4 and Gavin was 5. So they were still young, and so I still had some toys. But it was a newborn baby. It was like 3 months old. So it was not like the baby was playing. But yeah, I had to change some diapers, which was like, ooh, I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, no, it was fun, and I really enjoyed that. So childcare sitting. And then the last one is baking and cooking. These are like great. You love to cook, you love to bake. I do know that there are some services in our town where you can have, homemade meals delivered to your home. All you have to do is heat it up. I think that's great. If there's something you love to do as a mom and you're like, gosh, I wonder if I could do this as a career or just make some side money, the answer is usually yes. I mean, the answer really is yes. You just have to put yourself out there, which sometimes I think is the hardest thing. Like, when I actually cook from scratch, my kids love my meals. And I always think like, God, that would be so nice to make meals for other kids that, for other families, because I love doing it. I do think once something becomes a job, and I don't even cook every day for my kids. So I think it would be hard to cook every day for someone else, or even like to cook all day. If I'm going to be making, like the other day I made, sauteed sweet potatoes, caramelized onions, and zucchini over pasta, just with a little olive oil, garlic, onion powder, oregano. What else did I? Oh, hot pepper flakes. Love hot pepper flakes. I kind of put them in a lot of things. And the kids loved it, and they all ate it. And I was like, yeah, this is something that you can't really get anywhere else that would be fun to make for other people. Now, by other people in my mind, I'm thinking 2 more people, but if it like turned into a business and you were making it for 10 other people, it's just a whole bunch of different skill and timing and getting it all right and what's the best way for them to heat it up and all that kind of stuff. But again, think about if you were a mom and you're sitting there saying, I'd love to make $200 extra a week or $500 extra a week. Or when I had my Etsy shop, gosh, I was probably making, I think like 7,000 extra a week. You can do it. How much money you want to make is going to be reflective on the effort you put into it or what you're doing. One of my other videos, and this is not on the top 11, but something else to consider is, if you did something where it's repetitive consumption, right? So I was I hadn't really heard that term before when I was doing some research on passive income. If you can wait for the payout, YouTube, I don't know, is it going to be a year till I get paid out? I kind of calculated, like, if I was to get paid out now, I would be making $20 a month. I don't know if you'd say, like, it's worth it, but maybe a year from now, if I'm getting $200 a month or $2,000 a month, I would say it's worth it. But there's also creating courses, creating ebooks, but something that you can do, a blog, a vlog, that you're getting a repetitive consumption. So maybe you're putting the time and effort now, but 5 years from now really is when you're getting the payout. But it has to be something you love to do. Otherwise, you're not going to stick with it. Anyway, please subscribe. I hope you guys are having a nice day. Take care.